Welcome back to the channel. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. Today, the shop manager and I would like to introduce you to a new product released by Phoenix EOD. This is Fenrir. This is a dressing and a conditioner for tires, interior, vinyl, leather, really any hard surface on the interior, exterior plastics, and we'll do a short demonstration today to show you what application looks like, what the surfaces look like when treated with Fenrir. So let's get right into the video, right? Let's start off with the tires. Make sure the surface is clean but completely dry. By the way, Fenrir is said to have UV blocking capabilities. I'll test that. For interiors, 5-to-1, even better yet, I've found 10-to-1 will give you that matte or satin brand new looking finish without the slipperiness or slickness feel, and will make it, the surfaces will look darker and richer, but they're not going to look glossy whatsoever. You can make this look glossy on tires, multiple layers. Let's start with one layer, maybe go 2 or 3 layers and see what a tire looks like first before we get into it. Also made for exterior plastics. We're going to go in the engine bay here and cover some plastics and see what that looks like. But we have a tire applicator here. Shake it up really well. I believe you can get the spray nozzle here. You can also get a squeeze bottle tip where it comes out really nice on a foam applicator. So it's thin, it's not crazy viscous. It seems to spread out onto the rubber and the tire rather nicely, meaning, you know, it's not blotchy. Some of the stuff I've used makes the rubber look blotchy and uneven in coverage. This spreads out nicely. So that is the first layer. It's going on and looking glossy at first. Let's give that a couple minutes. We'll come back and we'll put multiple layers on this one. I'm going to go back to the back tire and put a layer of this on, a single layer, and then we'll compare a single layer to 3 layers on this side here. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes or so. The gloss has kicked back. Shop manager wants to come in for a quick look. She approves so far. Layer number 2. And I do have layer number 1 on the back tire, so we're going to keep that at the first layer, let that continue to cure as we get this, try to get this glossier and glossier. That way you get to see what it looks like. You know, I prefer the new tire look, matte, but dark and rich looking. I still have a few customers that prefer the rich, glossy look. That's just not for me. Anyways, layer number 2. Let me know down in the comments section how you like your tires to look. Wet, dripping wet glossy, or brand new and matte, or somewhere in between. Okay, layer number 2, and that's the glossiest it's looked so far. Let's give that 20 or 30 minutes and then put a third layer on there and see what that looks like, and then we'll compare it to the rear tire. Time for layer number 3, and it does look a bit glossier. I think this is going to push it to the extreme. And this is more gloss than I would like. But everybody has their own taste. And it's nice to have a product that can achieve the finish of all of those tastes and not have to fill your shelves with endless amounts of product. Versatility. All right, let's give this 30 minutes and then we'll compare to the rear tire. There is a pretty damn big difference between the front and rear tire. So between 1 layer and 3 layers, or if you like something in between 2 layers, I prefer this. I think that looks awesome. And it looks nice and even. It's not blotchy. It's not smeary. And if you like that look, it's nice and even as well. So those are the tires. Now, before we get to the interior, how about some exterior? Well, I guess it's under the hood, but it's still exterior plastic. I cleaned this off. Let's get this. This is kind of semi-textured, not really a smooth plastic. Let's get that protected and conditioned with the Fenrir, see what it looks like. So this is before. I have a different bottle and applicator here because I switched from straight up use, full strength, to 5:1. And then when we get to the interior, I'm going to have another bottle that is cut 10:1. So at 5:1, I believe would be perfect, a perfect dilution ratio for plastics. And I'm going to use this foam applicator to get it on there. And it's just so easy to get on and spread out. I could tell you a little bit does go a long way. And I also have this microfiber here in case I get a little lazy and don't have it applied properly and evenly. You can use the microfiber to gently go over it. You even it out a little bit. Even out the look. I guess if you want to, you could spray onto the plastic. I don't like to do that. I just like to spray right onto my applicator or microfiber. All right, let's get this microfiber in here and just gently go over it. Kind of level things off. And then we're going to let it sit, let it cure a bit. And we'll come back and take a look. After about 20 minutes or so, we come back and it has a nice new plastic look to it. Compared to the pieces next to it. It's not dripping wet glossy. Just feels like a new piece of plastic. So that's what that would look like. Now what I'm going to do is come back with it full strength, hit it again, and show you what that would look like in case you like that look. I prefer this. Full strength. Come back in with some microfiber, even things out a bit. Then we'll let it cure. We'll come back and take a look, see what it looks like. Well, that has a little bit more reflection to it, a little bit more gloss. It's still not dripping wet, so maybe a second layer would be where many people go. That thing looks fantastic. I'm sorry, but that looks great. This truck is 16 years old, and this plastic's been baking in this engine compartment for that long, and it looks better than new. Let's get to the interior. Let's get to the interior. These things have such nice interior. It's a shame this is the interior here is attached to such a shitty truck mechanically. But we're going to go after these leather seats here. And even though these don't look terrible, well, they're a darker color. So if you want to use this protectant, conditioner, clean. The prep that you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So let's clean the seat first. And I also want to show you what difference we can make and how dirty the seat really is, even though you can't see it. I've been liking this stuff for the interiors as well. Works great for leather, vinyls, plastics. Teamed up with the P&S scrubber. And you have a good team, a good combo. All right. Come in after that. Mop up all those skin oils and suntan lotion and makeup and you name it, whatever has been in contact with this leather over 15 years. It's got to be cleaned off first before you even think about any type of protection. So you can see the difference, nice and clean. You can see the oil and the dirt and the shininess in this textured leather. So this area here would be ready for the protectant, the dressing. Let's grab Fenrir, come in, and I'll show you what the seat would look like at 10-1. I went ahead and cleaned the rest of that section. Grab the bottle at 10-1, shake it up. Any of the dilution ratios you have, and even the ready-to-use bottle, shake it up. I'm going to use a microsuede applicator. Get it to the lower portion of this seat here. Now this time, I'm not going to go back over it with a towel and level it off. I am going to let it self-level. We'll come back. It's glossy now. We'll take a look at about 20-30 minutes. After a quick lunch, we come back. Yeah, without leveling it off, it seems to have... Is that a little bit of a high spot? No, it seems to have leveled off by itself. Doesn't feel any more slippery. Looks fantastic. You got your protection there. I'm going to hop in the seat there, and then I want to make sure it's not very slippery. You know, you go into brakes and you're going to slide up under the dash or something silly like that. So give me a minute and I'll hop in there. No, it's no more slippery. How could I say this? It's no more as slippy as it was before we cleaned it. What a shame for this interior, guys. I mean, beautiful vehicle. I'm going to, just to get off the subject for 5 minutes here, I'm going to probably end up donating this to Cars and Kids. I wasn't going to sell it. I'm never going to resell, you know, an 09 through 11, 12 Range Rover, because they absolutely suck mechanically. The head gaskets, they're made of just the cheapest material you could think of. I don't know what they were, and it just, with the overhead cams, it just makes it so hard to replace the heads, and they can be warped as well. So I wouldn't feel comfortable reselling to anybody. I was going to donate it to, there's a couple different people in need of a vehicle. One is a new mother expecting. I think I'm going to find something safer for them, and I'm going to donate this to Cars to Kids and leave a real detailed note of what could go wrong with this and what to expect. And then if somebody bids on it from there, Cars to Kids takes their stuff to IAA or Copart. I believe it's Copart. So they can decide from there. And then if they bid on it and they win it, and it's their responsibility. And I don't have a conscience, a guilty one, from trying to sell them a crappy vehicle mechanically. It's a shame because they look great, they drive great, the interiors are fantastic. Just the engineers sucked. Getting back to Fenrir. Let's get into the final segment of the video where I give my final thoughts. Okay, so I personally have nothing to complain about so far with Fenrir. And as a tire dressing or protectant, I can let you know how long it lasts here in real world situations. I already ordered a couple gallons. We're going to use it. And I mean, you can pick up the 16-ounce bottle to see if you like it first, but I'll put a link down below so you can look into it further. This has been Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. I'll catch you in the next video.